I don't.
Storm. Cougars came out on offense, started off quick. Owen Barker with a steal. Got the 2 point and charge down here. Looks like we got a player shooken up. So,
Injuries unfortunate, but they are a part of the game. Always unfortunate. To have these injuries. Looks like he's getting up though. He's going to be okay. That was Hunter Hannon for the Crusaders. Looks a little bit shaken up. However, looks like he's going to walk out on his own power, which is always a good sign.
the Cougars going to get the ball out here on offense. Hunter Hannon's getting helped off the floor, but at least he's walking off a little gingerly. But always good to see those players, get up and get off the court, and hopefully everything's okay for Hunter Hannon.
Definitely, G-Man. As we get back into the action, Evan Gibbs brings it up, swings that over to Hunter George, gets that over to Owen, back to the left wing to Hunter. Hunter finds Cash in the corner, getting into the short corner. Tip, however, Owen is able to collect it back up. Resetting, looking to get Frankie Hamilton, or Frankie in the post. That's something the coach talked about before. He said that, their size, the Crestview size was definitely a big advantage, and he wanted to, kind of feed Frankie. How do you think that, that game plan sounds to you, G-Man?
Yeah, Storm, Frank Ardis, big guy down low, and Hunter Barker's going to get the bucket, and it looks like there was a foul, but no call as Owen Barker's got the Cougars up 4-0 here early at the Cougars den.
Looks like there is another Crusader player shaken up, Micah Simpson. And this is a nightmare start for the Crusaders, as we were able to talk to their coach as well, and they said that their numbers was definitely a disadvantage for them, and having two guys go out early, that is a nightmare start for them.
Yeah, this is definitely not the start the Crusaders want, Coach Baker was talking about how they had low numbers and already two injuries right off the bat in under a minute and 30 seconds. So Crusaders off to a tough start here at the Cougar Den.
Looks like the Cougars are going to try to bother in the backcourt, kind of try to tire this team out. Always a good idea when you have a team with not a lot of guys to tire them out with a full court trap. See if you can get them to dig deep into their bench early. As we see number 3, Grant Spencer has the ball at the top of the key, getting harassed by Evan Gibbs. Evan Gibbs, a good defender sticking right on him. Lobs that in there to number 10. Griffin Baker cannot finish, though. Owen Baker with the follow. Another Temple Christian player down the floor. That is Christian Chapman, slow to get up. 4 on 5 for the Cougars. They get a clean look at the rim, but don't get it. Rebound by Hunter George. They call that foul on the floor. I believe that was on number 30, Matthew Simpson for the Crusaders, as Cash, a timeout actually will be taken. As we can now take a chance to look at our starting lineups for the Crestview Cougars. We have Heath Cash at point guard, Owen Baker at the 2, Ethan Gibbs at the 3, Hunter George at the 4, and rounding out the big man in the middle, Frank Ardis. And we swing it over to the Crusaders. We have Grant Baker at the 1, Grant Spencer also at guard, Hunter Hannon, Nathan Groff, and Christian Chapman rounding out at the big man. Garrett, the coach for the Cougars, obviously, coach for Temple Christian for a while. I think that might spark a little bit of a rivalry here, because, the Crestview coach comes from a very winning background.
Yeah, Coach John Kurtz, he used to coach here at Crestview and then went to Temple Christian for a very long time, 26 years to be exact. And he absolutely did what he does. And, he wins ball games with the 60% win average, He does what he does, and the Cougars are in good hands here with John Kurtz.
Yeah, over 300 wins to his career. I mean, he seems like he is just a great basketball mind as both teams come back to take the court. Looks like the Cougars drew something up for out of bounds, so we will see Heath Cash take the ball out for the Cougars.
See what kind of play John Kurtz draws out of the timeout. It looks like the Crusaders running, looks like a 2-3 zone.
Evan Gibbs swings it to George at the top of the key. Crestview has a lot of good ball movement. They've been, not playing very much selfish balls. A risky pass is taken. George collects it in the backcourt. However, Garrett, how much does it mean to a team to have, non-selfish players who can pass the ball and move, without thinking about scoring?
For sure. Definitely when a team's running a zone, you got to be able to pass the ball and swing it around and get some open looks. As Gibbs takes it right down the right down Broadway Street, as G always says, and didn't get the easy two, but Crusaders on the offensive side now.
And here comes Gibbs coming up to bother again, bumping him a little too aggressive right there. Gets the blocking foul that would go on number 24, Evan Gibbs. That is his first. He seems like he's, wanting to tire out these Temple Christian players, Garrett. With them having two guys that are hurt and a very shallow bench as is, it's going to be a little hard for, these guys to stay, playing hard.
Yeah, Storm, Evan Gibbs is like the Energizer Bunny, man. He does not quit. He is all over the floor, and Owen Barker is out rebounding this Crusaders team by himself. It's like Crusaders get a steal right there.
Yeah, Crusaders reach their hand in the cookie jar, and they got away with that one as number 30, Matthew Simpson, brings the ball up the court, swings it to number 12, drives into the lane, gets the contact, cannot get it to go. That is Micah Simpson getting that foul. Could not get it to fall. He will step up to the line for 2 free throws. Garrett, how important are free throws? My mom always says, free throws win games. I know when we were playing, not very good free throw shooters for our team, but, how is it important to knock down these ones at the charity stripe?
These are just gimmies. This is what you spend practice, all night in the backyard with the back light on, just shooting these free throws and getting these easy twos. And he knocks one down. Let's see if he can get this other one.
All righty, Micah Simpson is able to cash in both free throws. That makes sure score 4-2 in favor of Crestview, as number 3, Heath Cash, will actually swing it back to Gibbs, and Gibbs will bring it up the court. Tries to get it inside to George, cannot. However, he does get fouled right there. Foul on number 11, Christian Chapman. That will be his first, I believe. Cash will take it out. The Cougars have another chance to try to break this 2-3 out of the inbound, as Evan could not corral the ball. He will turn it over there. But, not really letting it affect him. He's still getting up, playing defense. He's ready. He does not take a play off, it seems.
Yeah, in any sports, you got to put those mistakes away and just get right back to the next play, and that's what Gibbs is doing right here. He's harassing this Crusaders offense. They can't get anything going, only the 2 free throws to show for it. So let's see if this Cougars offense, can take advantage of their defensive play right now.
Evan Gibbs ran the ball up the court again. Kind of seems like their guard stepping in the absence of Evan Hamilton. Evan Hamilton, a very bright spot for this Crestview team. Probably one of the best players on this team. How does the team bounce back and play, without one of their best players, G-Man?
Yeah, with Evan, this Crestview team's got to step up offensively. Some role players got to step up. Big Frank Ardis has got to get down and get in the bucket, and just get down low and get some easy deuces and get to the free throw line. And hopefully Evan will be back soon. And well wishes to him, the COVID protocols and everything. So,
all righty, number 11, Christian Chapman turns the ball over. Still scrap for it though. Evan comes out with it, trying to see what he can do. He is getting harassed now a little bit. Picked up full court by Chapman. Deciding what to do with it, swings it over to Frank. Frank the Tank swings it to Owen. Owen on the left wing. Back to Frankie, who will pull a 3. Cannot get that one to fall. However, loose board does get collected by number 12. Micah Simpson decides to take it all the way. Big block. No, not in my house, says Frank.
Man, Frank Ardis, you cannot bring that down in his house like that. Easy block for Frank Ardis right there for the Crestview D.
They're starting to sag off him a little bit. Frank has 2 misses down there, from that left corner. They're starting to leave him. Might make it a little hard for the other players to get inside, but we'll see how that develops. Oh, off of Evan Gibbs' head, a struggle for the ball. Not sure who that foul is on. On Temple Christian's number 12. Micah Simpson collected the foul right there. Looked like a pretty routine basketball play. 2 guys diving for the ball, but ref saw otherwise, as number 44 checks in for the Cougars. Mason Ringler. Another big guy checks in for Hunter George. Evan at the top of the key. Still running that 2-3 zone. Let's see what Crestview cannot beat it that time, as the Crusaders get a steal. Take it all the way, scoops it up, fills it up. Nice play right there by number 30, Matthew Simpson. Cash bringing it up now for the Cougars. Over to Gibbs. There's Owen Barker running that short corner, Garrett. Trying to beat that 2-3. Right play there, but, just have that guy running the short corner, always trying to get it to him to try to beat this press, or try to beat this 2-3, excuse me.
Storm, that was a nice pass right there from Barker to Ringler, but Ringler couldn't put it up for the easy 2. So, Crestvew's got a few good looks at the basket and just not being able to capitalize is kind of hurting him right now.
All right, Crusaders drive in. Eurostep could not get it to fall. Rebound by Ringler. He's over Cash trying to push, see if they have the numbers. Gibbs on the three-point line, gets it in, tries to feed it in there, could not get it. No harm, no foul right there as Gibbs cues up a three-pointer. Splash right there by Gibbs. A very needed bucket for both these teams. We haven't seen a score in a while, so hopefully that'll kind of get the lid off the basket for the Cougars at least. See if the Temple Christian Crusaders can get something going. That is Matthew Simpson, kicks it out to the left corner for the three. Tries to retaliate, cannot get it. Owen Barker, though, on the boards, hustling. Great ball fake there by Gibbs, cannot get it to fall. Ringler able to collect it and put it back in for the score. Garrett, these Crusaders are getting out-rebounded. I mean, I know they're undersized, but, how do you get a team to rebound someone bigger than you?
That's what Coach Baker was saying earlier when we got down to talk to him pregame. These guys got to out-rebound these, and they got to box out. To be able to rebound, you got to be able to box out these big guys and get them off the glass. So right now, Crestview's taking advantage of their size.
Gibbs right there got caught bunny hopping through the pea patch right there. We'll travel there for him as the Crusaders will take it out of bounds. Looks like Grant Spencer will bring it up for them.
And Storm, it's always great to get on a call with you. You always got that great vocab down. It's always, I appreciate it, so it makes us look good.
Actually, learned that one from Vernon Davis right here in a YouTube video this morning. So was really hoping I'd see you travel just so I could, break that one out as number 30, Matthew Simpson cues up a jump shot, will not fall. Crestview on the other end. Could not get that one to fall either. Ringler, however, collects the rebound out to Cash, who will cue up a three. A little too strong off the back iron out. Crusaders now on offense. Grant Spencer bringing the ball up the court.
These Cougars are not afraid to fire away from three, but they got to hit them if they want to continue to do that. I'm sure Coach Kirks is kind of preaching into them. If you're going to take that shot, you got to be able to make it.
A beautiful backdoor cut right there by number 10, Griffin Baker. However, could not get that one to fall as the Crestview Cougars pushing a little bit, pushing the tempo. Number 10, Austin Wells, collects that one. Is getting hassled by number 12. Much bigger defender on him as George gets it. Number 12 drawing the foul right there, Micah Simpson. George just lowered the shoulder just enough into him to draw that foul. No flop there. No acting classes required there, G-Man. They get the ball into Cash. Still in that 2-3 zone. Temple Christian on defense. To George, 25 left to go in the corner. Out to the corner, tip ball, goes right back to the Crestview. Cannot get that easy layup to fall. Garrett, these teams are almost looking a little rusty. There's another three is queued up.
Yeah, the Storm first game of the season, these shots are not going to fall. It's getting a little sloppy, but Owen Barker is
barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. The drop step there, bodying him up in the post, not being afraid to go down low. Owen Baker, a big body, definitely, but go ahead and continue, G-Man. Well, actually, sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off there. We are going to take a break. We are at the Cougars Den, and you are watching live and free boys varsity basketball on the OH Report.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Back at the Cougar Den, your commentator Storm Bluntschly, going by Garret Parlett in the booth. We are already in some second quarter action here at the Cougar Den. Garrett, these Crusaders are getting out-rebounded a whole heck of a lot by one man. That is Owen Barker. I know we talked about it a little bit before, but, what do you do against that? What do you do when you have a bunch of, bigger guys coming out and out-rebounding you?
Yeah, Storm, they just got out-rebounded, and that's going to be an and one. Number 12 right there, Micah Simpson gets the and one. Nice play right there for the Crusaders. Maybe that lights a spark underneath them. But, as you were saying, the rebounding, Owen Barker has just come out, himself and is out-rebounding the team. But for the Crusaders, you got to get a body on them. It's simple as that and box it out. It's simple, fundamental basketball, and I'm sure that's what Coach Matthew Baker was talking about at the quarter break.
All righty. Simpson does get that and one bucket to fall, getting a three-pointer the old-fashioned way as the Cougars look to push the tempo a little bit as Austin Wells brings the ball up the court. Still facing that 2-3 zone. Haven't really been able to score against it, but looks like they are trying to get it inside more. There's a scrap for the ball. George comes up with it on the left wing to Ardis on the short corner to at the top of the key, drives in to Ringler, puts it up, cannot get it to fall. However, Ardis able to save it. Back up to Wells. Cash on the right wing. Wells again. Inside, and George able to, a little barbecue chicken alert right there, muscling out the defense. Garrett, they're really trying their hardest to, beat this 2-3, but it doesn't seem like they're able to do it. I mean, they got the score there, but really not having a lot of success beating the 2-3.
Yeah, they've been struggling, but they've been getting some of the transition points, so big offensive rebound right there, or defensive rebound, by Frank Ardis. See what the Cougars can do with it.
All right, Wells swings it over to Frank. Still in that 2-3 zone. It's working for him, so they're not going to go out of it. Able to find an open shooter. Decides not to take it. Down inside is Wells. Count that baby in a foul.
What a big boy play right there, Storm by Austin Wells. Just took it right down Broadway Street and muscled up and filled it up like a fountain soda at the soda machine.
Excellent commentary there by you, G-Man. I don't think it would be a true commentary with Storm and G-Man if it wasn't, Broadway wasn't brought up at least 3 times. So I still think we got one. As a big offensive rebound is collected, and a three-pointer shot by Wells cannot get it to fire. Long rebound goes to number 3, Grant Spencer on the other end, drives baseline, puts some English on it. Count that baby in a foul. You got your chance to bring it up one more time, Garrett.
Yeah, well, that time Stormy went on the outside, so I can't use the Broadway's one right there. But, Grant Spencer took it right to the hole and got the end one as Owen Barker and Evan Gibbs check back in for the Cougars. It is 15-9. And the Crusaders are getting back into this game. Transition is helping them out, and these easy free throws. This is what will get you back in the game, and they're closing the gap.
All right, Grant Spencer, number 3 for the Crusaders, able to nail that free throw. Shows the concentration. Gibbs back in the game for the Cougars. He will need to step up if they want to win this game. With Evan being out, we're going to have a lot of guys actually step up for the Cougars. Some big shoes to fill, Evan Hamilton. Gibbs could not jump stop there. Took a travel. That will be a turnover for him as the Crusaders will take it out, and that'll be Grant Spencer bringing the ball up. And a little bit of a comeback here. 15-10. The Crusaders are not going away. They are not going belly up, which is always a good thing to see if you're coach. Turnover there by number 12, Micah Simpson. Ardis on the other end, driving all the way. Big man move a little too strong. Evan Gibbs in the corner. Cannot hit that one. Owen Barker. What a gorgeous save right there by number 12, Micah Simpson. Crestview resetting. There's Hunter George at the top getting harassed. Looks to get it somewhere. Gets it to Ringler. Ringler to Ardis in the corner. Splashes home that one. 0-2 from that exact spot, in the first corner, comes out confident and firing, able to knock that one down. Garrett, what's it mean to keep shooting? Have that confidence to keep shooting that 3 ball, even though you may have missed a couple before.
Yeah, that's from, like I said earlier, in basketball and kind of any sport, you got to be able to put the pass behind you. And I'm kind of surprised to see Ardis, stepping out and making those. I thought he'd be down low, maybe, showing that kind of power. But we're going to get a timeout from Coach Matthew Baker and the Crusaders.
Timeout is called. Short break here. Garrett, Cougars are obviously missing, a big piece. Evan Hamilton such a big, pivotal part of this team. I mean, they've been playing pretty well, I mean, what have you kind of been seeing from them, to fill that gap there that's been left by such a key player?
I think they're doing it defensively and rebounding. They're using their size to their advantage, and Coach Kurtz has got this defense suffocating. They're pressing up in the backcourt, and then they got a 10-point advantage, and it kind of shows. So let's see what kind of Coach Matthew Baker is and see what kind of plays he draws up for this Crusaders offense.
We talked a little bit about the coaches before, the Cougars coach formerly coached, for Temple Christian. You think that might spark a little bit of a tradition, like a rivalry here as a non-conference game, Garrett?
Yeah, Storm, these teams usually play as a non-conference as one of the first games of the season, but now that Coach Kurtz has joined Crestview again, I think you can say that there's a rivalry brewing.
All right. Out of the timeout, that is Grant Spencer at the top right of the key. Finds a gorgeous pass right there to number 11, Chapman, as he's able to finish that easy layup. Gibbs on the other end, bringing it up. Cash swings it back to Gibbs. Over in the corner, Frankie Ardis really liking that corner. Not really going down low like you said. He really seems to be comfortable shooting in that corner. And he's got 1 3-pointer to his name. I'm sure we'll see plenty more. Not exactly what I thought the game plan was, and not you either. Really thought we'd be seeing him banging down low, but Crestview's got plenty of size versus this Temple Christian team, so not totally surprised to see a big man try to step out. Hannon on the other end for Temple Christian to Chapman. Chapman to Simpson. Simpson driving. A little too strong on that layup. Thought a little bit of contact, but no call. Gibbs now pushing the tempo up to Ringler. Ringler, gorgeous save pass right there to Barker. Barker cannot finish the layup. Gets his own rebound, collects it. Count that one in a foul. Very tough physical play here in the first part of this second quarter, Garrett. These Cougar boys came out strong.
Owen Barker right there missed it and got his own rebound and just completely bully-balled him and told him weight room. What a finish right there by Owen Barker. As the Cougars are now up 10, and here comes the subs for the Crusaders.
And number 10, Griffin Baker checks in now as Owen is at the free throw line. Owen not able to knock down his opportunity at the free throw stripe. Rebound collected by Chapman. Simpson brings the ball up the court for the Crusaders. Little pick and roll action. Swings it to Baker. Baker dribbles to Hannon on the left wing. Frankie Ardis pestering him, however, cannot get him to turn the ball over. I'll take that one back. Looks like that a little bit of pestering by Ardis, really did make them kind of turn the ball over there as the Cougars will now take it away on offense. As we take a look at our fan zone now. Amazing fan zone graphics. I know a lot of guys at the OH Report Squad have been working tirelessly to put those together, so it's always amazing to get the fans involved. I believe it's only parents here now because of kind of the restrictions, so it's always nice to have the fans involved. As Matthew Simpson brings the ball up the court for the Crusaders. Over to number 11, cues up a three-pointer. A little bit short on that one. With the rebound. Tries to get it up quickly. Almost cost him a turnover. Cash able to collect it to Ringler. Gibbs in the corner, head fake. Dribbles it around, back up to Cash. Over to Gibbs. Crusaders still in that 2-3 zone. Not wanting to get out of it. It is bothering the Cougars. Maybe at halftime they'll draw something up to beat that 2-3. However, that'll work for right now as Cash is Cash from the three-point line. Simpson now at the other end. Double team, gets it in number 12. Turnover there, actually, by Cash with a steal. Pushing the tempo. They have numbers, 4 on 5. All the way to the rack. Gets that one to fill up. Garrett's starting to heat up a little bit.
Nice play right there by Cash. He made the three on the previous possession and got the steal and took it all the way to the bucket. So nice play right there by your point guard, Heath Cash.
Matthew Simpson getting pestered by Owen. A little too much pestering as he will pick up a foul. I believe that one is his first. Take a quick look at that replay. Just sprinting, being, having the most hustle, Garrett, out of everyone out there, sprinting from end to end with the ball, those easy layups will come if you want them, but you got to want them.
Yeah, and Heath Cash definitely wanted that one on that possession. Stole the ball and then took it right down Broadway Street, Storm, with the right-handed layup, and it switched in.
That's 3 of 3 right there. We're going to have to think of something new now for the middle of the lane as the ball is inbounded to Micah Simpson. Top of the key trying to set something up. Back to Simpson. He's got a guy wide open in the corner, decides to take it himself. Get that cheese out of here, said Owen Barker. As Gibbs on the other end with a tiny bank off the glass. Guess the bank is open on Tuesday, Garrett, and he just went and made a withdrawal.
Yeah, it's looking as like Crestview's starting to pull away here with the defense, getting the steals and getting out running on the other end. It looks like that's going to be another turnover for the Crusaders and Crestview's ball.
You know, maybe we take a look at that block, just ferocious block by Owen. Just a true man play right there. I cannot believe with my own eyes what I just saw. That was just disrespectful. Just over 15 seconds left. Gibbs dribbling at the top of the key over to Ardis. Back to Gibbs, 13 seconds. Gibbs, a little shake and bake. Drive to the lane. Shovel pass out to Ardis, 7 seconds. A little too strong. Ringler on the rebound, cannot get it either. Another rebound, 1 second, gets that one to fall. That's some shot clock cheese, Garrett. As Mason Ringler finishes that one to finish off our second half. This has been the OH Report live and free at the Cougar Den. We will take a step back for halftime.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, home of the Crestview Cougars. They are taking on the Temple Christian Crusaders in a non-conference boys varsity matchup. Live and free on the OH Report. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Halftime, still here at the Cougar Den, where we see the Crestview Cougars taking on the Temple Christian Crusaders. Garrett, what's your hot take from the first half?
You know, Storm, the beginning of the game was kind of weird. You know, we came out with 3 straight injuries and 3 straight stoppages of the clock, and I'm not sure what it is yet. You know, it is one of the first games of the year. You know, some fatigue might be setting in from not playing a game. You know, when you get to these games, it's a different kind of speed, and as of right now, you know, the Cougars are dominating. They're up 31-12, and let's see if the Crusaders can kind of get back into this game, maybe defense with that 2-3 zone, and stop these Cougars from shooting so many threes.
Yeah, a very dominant first half by the Cougars. You know, Owen Baker and Evan and not Evan, excuse me, Frankie Ardis and Mason Ringler. You know, those big bodies down low. You know, they were kind of owning this Temple Christian team on the glass. So hopefully the coach went in there in halftime and talk those kids up. But I believe we have some fan zone ready. Jerry Myers, thank you for posting for us to watch. Hey, no problem, man. Always good to come back out to the alum and come out and see our boys, play one more time.
You know, Storm, this is my favorite thing about covering games, and here we go with David Hammer, C-Town Ballers.
C-Town
Ball.
I like the swag on that one. I like that one, David. It's a good one. As Jeff Sayer says, let's go Matthew Simpson. Got some Temple Christian fans joining us. Matthew Simpson had a pretty solid game. Let's see if he can kind of lead the team back into this one. Linda Mendoza, shout out. That's my grandma family. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Welcome to the party. Whoop whoop. Great job announcing. Love it. Thank you so much. Joshua, another welcome to the party. The game's already started. We're at halftime right now. I did believe the game did get moved kind of there at the last minute. So, welcome to the party. Always great to have you. Jordan Spencer, let's go! Love that one. Love the enthusiasm out of these fans. Keep tell us where you're from too. Keep checking in on Fan Zone. Love having that. Reading those out loud. That's probably the best part of the broadcast for me.
Definitely the highlight, one of the highlights. And shout out to our director for making those sweet graphics. Drop down into the screen and tell us where you're from. So if you're not on the Fan Zone yet, you can always join in. Tell us where you're watching from, and let's get some basketball going here.
Start of the second half here. Pretty big margin to overcome, but as a wise Kevin Garnett would say, anything is possible. So, we'll see if Temple Christian has what it takes to come back, as we see the cutest little kid I've ever seen, kind of walking around making the best of his time over here at Crestview. Cougar Den's probably one of my favorite gyms to visit. Just the atmosphere. I really like playing on the court. My hometown. But we will jump back into some boys varsity action live and free on the OH Report. Cash will inbound to Gibbs. Speaking of Evans, Evan Hamilton obviously not here, but sent us a snap during halftime, said he was watching from home. So I want to give a big shout out to him. Hopefully you make a speedy recovery and you're back out here, and we can start calling your name with some thunderous dunks and flashy assists and whatnot, as Cash a little strong on that three. Temple Christian with a ravenous rebound right there. Grant Spencer bringing it up now, getting harassed by Gibbs again, never taking a play off Gibbs. Always playing defense, does get the strip there, however, it'll be off him out of bounds. Temple Christian will retain possession, and I know Evan Hamilton well. Kind of a funny guy to be around. Garrett, what do you have to say about him?
He's a great person, but he's also a great athlete. And to this Crestview community and his sports programs, he's definitely one of the high flyers. Crestview led this basketball team in points last year, averaging 16 a game. So ever since he's a key piece of this basketball team, is the Crusaders finally starting to do something on defense. They're getting a few key stops, and no foul there.
Gibbs looks like he took some acting classes. Call him Buzz Floppington right there. Looked a little played up to me. However, that one is not, as Grant Spencer will get the foul and head to the cherry stripe for two more. Garrett, maybe, at the charity stripe, that's where the Crusaders have been making their cash here. Maybe that's something they need to get a spark under them, get a fire lit under them.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of free throws throughout the game, and Grant Spencer knocking these ones in. See if he can get the second one, and he does. So Crusaders getting back into this one.
Gibbs now bringing the ball up. He has definitely been the focal point for their offense here. At least bringing the ball up the court into Hunter George. Muscles him in. Oh! Almost wedgied that one in there. Just a little too much muscle on there. A little too much sauce on that one. Gibbs, however, out to Cash. Back to Gibbs. Top of the key now. Looking to get it inside. As Barker does. Puts it up. Fills it up. Over at Griffin Baker. Number 30, Matthew Simpson now with the ball, looking to set something up. Crestview in a man-to-man defense. Number 11, Chapman. Little butterfinger there by number 10, Baker, but collects it. Spencer now gets a screen, decides not to take it. Gibbs all over him. Looking to create a turnover. Reaching there. This Crestview defense is swarming. It reminds me a little bit of the Motor City Bad Boys saying, no free points for you. If you're coming into my house, my paint, you're going to earn them. Just a tough foul there. Really showing the muscles there, G-Man.
On that replay, it looks like Owen Barker came down and looks like he rolled his ankle, but he's going to be okay as he's lining right back up in the box trying to get some offensive rebounds.
Christian Chapman at the free throw line. A little short on that one. Still has another one. Kobe Roman checks in for the first time today, number 2. He said he was going to do something special to me, before the game. Let's see if he'll deliver on that one. What do you think, G-Man?
Kobe Roman's a good basketball player. He's got definitely a good ball handler. Let's see if he can do something for the point guard position for the Cougars.
Off on that second free throw, however, offensive rebound by the Crusaders. 3 ball is good for the Crusaders. Now with number 3, Grant Spencer. able to hit that one. Kobe Roman now for the Cougars, bringing the ball up the court on the right wing. Looking to see what he can do versus 2-3. Gets it inside to Frank. Frank just decides to pull up. A little short on that one. Rebound by the Crusaders. Now pushing it quickly as Micah Simpson takes it all the way. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound by Kobe. They have numbers. Is a 5-on-3 fast break. Kobe decides to pull up for middle. Too strong on that one. Cannot get it to fall. Number 3, Grant Spencer, collects the rebound. Now 5-on-3 right there, Garrett, for the Cougars. Now how frustrating is it to not score when you have the advantage like that?
That's one of those positions you got to capitalize on that. And Kobe Roman, it's kind of a mindless act right there. Don't just pull up, but he had numbers. And Crusaders take it to the hole and get the foul. It's not going to fall, but the Crusaders are quietly crawling back into this game, and they're doing it at the free throw line, Storm.
Yeah, you know, like I said in the first half, free throw wins games. Shout out to Dolores Seidel for that one, always telling us, when we would lose games by 50, she'd say, if you would have made your 10 free throws, you would have won that game. Not really sure how that math checks out, but, never doubt my mama, As we see Micah Simpson at the free throw line drills the first one, showing the concentration. Gets that one to fall as well. Swish on that one as well. Kobe Roman now bring the ball back up for the Cougars. Over to Cash. Back to Roman at the top of the key. Tried getting it inside again, but another turnover by the Cougars. Garrett, at what point do you call timeout and kind of say, hey, boys, this is how we beat a 2-3. We know this.
I think John Kurtz might take a timeout at the next bucket. And the Crusaders just got it, but Kurtz is going to hold on to those timeouts as they've cut this lead to 33-21.
That was Grant Spencer with a gorgeous Euro step. Another turnover for the Cougars. Micah Simpson now on the fast break. 1-on-2. Kobe Roman puts his body on the line. Will not get a call. Ardis with the rebound to Barker, excuse me. All the way to the hoop. Gets that easy layup to fall off the window.
Good take right there by your forward, Owen Barker. Took it straight to the cup and got the easy layup. Surprised didn't get a foul call right there as there was some contact, but the lead is back up to 14.
Matthew Simpson surveys the court, gets it back inside. Too strong on that shot. Hustle for the ball. Ardis comes up with it to Roman. Roman looking up court. Kevin Love-esque pass to Gibbs. On the right wing, drives inside, gets stripped again almost. Barker cannot find a way to finish it through contact. Cash again from 3. Not able to find the bottom of the bucket on that one. Ardis, however, big man move inside. Gets that one to fall off the glass. Offensive rebounds, Garrett, the Cougars not really getting things to fall in their first attempt. That second, third attempt staying with it. They are able to find buckets still. If you're the Crusaders, you have to, man up kind of and say, this is my paint, I will defend it. Kobe Roman now on offense, dribbles in. And a charge foul there called. That was number 11. Christian Chapman, laying his body on the line. Very obvious, outside the restricted area. Got both feet planted, and a charge foul will go against Kobe Roman as Hunter George checks in for Frank Ardis. Like you said, Garrett, slowly crawling back into this one. What do the Crusaders need to get it done here at the end of this third quarter going into the fourth?
I think for Crusaders, to get this down to single digits, they got to rebound. And Crestview, they've been turning the ball, they've been turnover happy. And the only reason the Cougars, keeping this lead right now is that offensive rebound. And Frank Ardis and Mason Ringler and all those big boys for the Cougars, they got to stop them. And let's see if they can do that here entering the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left in the third.
Crusaders back on offense. Cougars still looking like they're in a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone now. Not a very common basketball defense played anymore, but 2-3, excuse me, actually, it looks like. So playing a little bit of copycat defense, G-Man. Playing the 2-3. How is the 2-3 zone so effective?
It makes people shoot, and some schools, they're not good shooters, but as Crestview has shown, they've been starting to knock down these threes, and Crestview kind of challenging the Crusaders to see if they can knock them down. Coach Matthew Baker, though, did say that he believes his team's a good shooting bunch, so let's see what they can do here.
Kobe Roman into the lane. Floater alert. Gets that one to fall. Call it a little bit of shooter's touch there. Took, I believe, 2 or 3 bounces right off the rim and got that one to drop. Evan Gibbs still playing that full court defense as they're forced to swing it to Matthew Simpson, who drives all the way inside. Gorgeous Euro step. Foul right there. Could not get it to fall. He will step up to the line for 2 from the charity stripe. Caught the end of that play right there by Kobe Roman. Drove with his right hand, and then I believe he switched it to his left hand for that floater. Gorgeous move right there by Kobe Roman.
It's great use of your point guard right there with both hands. Switch in the middle lane to your left and put that bubby up for a nice floater.
No Broadway that time, Garrett.
Now we already used all three of them, Storm. I got to try to stay away from that, so it's challenging, but I'm trying to stay away from it.
We even came prepared. We had, a bunch of lingo written down, and we still went back to the coveted tried and true Broadway Street. I'm sure throughout the season you'll be hearing a lot more of that. As Mason Ringler collects the rebound, gets it to Kobe Roman. Steal right there by number 11 for the Crusaders. Drives it all the way. Kobe thought he got all ball. Looked like all ball to me, but refs saw otherwise. As Christian Chapman will take 2 more from the free throw line. Garrett, where did these free throws coming from? Is it just Crestview not playing disciplined, or the Crusaders playing, aggressive?
Crusaders, they've been driving straight to the basket. It's all for those Crestview turnovers. Just like we just seen, Chapman took it straight to the hole, and he's headed to the charity stripe, and he knocked one down. So Crusaders they're crawling back into this, and let's see if they can maybe, take advantage of those Crestview turnovers.
Alrighty, Austin Wells, number 10 for the Cougars. 5'11", a junior in high school. Will check back in for Kobe Roman. Chapman at the free throw line still. One more. Cannot get that one to fall either. Wells now bringing the ball up the court. G-Man, if you're Crestview, you got to be, pretty happy. The lead is still, pretty good, and they don't have a lot of their starters in. I mean, it's nice that, you can bring your bench in and still have, guys who can score and guys who can protect the lead.
And they're definitely filling it up, but they just got to cut down on those turnovers. I'm sure that's what John Kurtz is going to assess after this quarter. Crestview came out and turned the ball over a lot and kind of like the Crusaders crawl back into it, but they're starting to pull back away. It is 39-22. Crestview is up on top.
If you're John Kurtz, are you happy with this Crestview performance, without one of your key players in Evan Hamilton?
So far they've been winning the battle on defense and on the boards, and I believe that's what Kurtz wanted to do. That's what he talked about pregame. He believes in their size, and so far it's winning is right there. Hunter George fills it up in the paint, so Cougars are just dominating down low, and that's the take of the game so far.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of grown man plays here from the Cougars. A really physical inside play from them, and that's kind of what they want to do. Even against this 2-3, they want to get inside. Speaking of getting inside, Grant Spencer, spin move, looking like a teacup at the carnival on that one. The spin move is able to fill it up. On number 3 on the other end to Wells. To that short corner to Ringler. Back up to Wells. Wells drives in. Nice pass to Ringler. Cannot finish. Gets his own rebound. Scores it again. Garrett, we keep talking about it, but it just keeps happening. These rebounds by these Cougars, they're getting second, third chance points. I mean, something's got to change here in this fourth quarter if these Crusaders want a chance to come back.
Yeah, if Temple Christian wants any chance, they got to get on the glass and get some defensive rebounds, because if not, the Cougars going to run away with this one.
A little too much spice on that one for Mason Ringler to catch. But no harm, no foul by the looks of the score. Just a hair over 30 seconds left in this third quarter, as Ringler and George will check out for the Cougars. Evan Gibbs, no matter the lead, still up there bothering the kids on defense. Not wanting to let Matthew Simpson get comfortable in this half-court set. Little runner off one leg. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that looked like an NBA shot right there to gather and put a runner like that off one leg.
Talk about the arc on that shot. I mean, that one almost hit the rafter, Storm.
Oh. I believe we call that one a moon ball here in the showbiz industry. Gibbs now, 5 seconds, 4, 3. Gibbs at the top of the key, needs to do something with it. Wells shoots it. I believe number 30 Simpson got a finger on that one. Will not count. At the end of the third quarter, your score is the Crestview Cougars 43, the Temple Christian Crusaders 26. You are watching live and free boys varsity basketball on the OH Report.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
"17-point lead here for the Crestview Cougars at the Cougar Den as the fourth quarter starts. Another monstrous block by Owen. Evan Gibbs sprinting down on the other end, able to get that one. Very good start of this fourth quarter as Owen gets that thunderous block, which led to a quick score by Evan Gibbs on the other end. Pushes the lead even higher. Garrett, at this point, what do you say to these Temple Christian boys?
The lead might be too insurmountable, but if you're the Temple Christian head coach, you just kind of take some positive momentum, get some defensive stops, and close this game out. And you may not win it, but at least take some momentum with you.
As Evan Gibbs finishes another fast break layup with a gorgeous head fake there to get the defender jumping. Temple Christian now on offense. Griffin Baker now swings it to the corner. Quick three by number 30. Will not get it to fall as Wells collects the rebound. Another outlet pass to Gibbs. A little too much sauce on that one. Will not get that pass through. It will be Temple Christian ball going the other way, as I believe Camden Brooks is in for the first time. Looks like he was going to take the ball up, but I believe there was a timeout by Temple Christian. So timeout there by Temple Christian. Like you said, Garrett, lead might be a little too insurmountable here, but, never want your kids to go belly up, Want to instill those values of hard work and always hustling. And for Crestview, this is where you look to kind of try to get some of your younger guys in, and kind of get them some varsity experience, some experience on the big stage.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. Temple Christian, we talked to Coach before. He talked about not having many numbers, and they had a few injuries to start, and maybe get some of your JV guys in or get some varsity experience. So later on in the season, you're not in this position, and you got some experience down low. So
our favorite part, fan zone. Abigail Grover says, "Go Cam." I agree. Go Cam, man. You can do it. Here we go. Always love to bring up the fan zone. Always love to get them involved. As Joshua Chase says, played for Crestview back when LeBron James came in place. I do remember that. There's actually a highlight video on YouTube that has LeBron dunking in this very gym. Crazy to think about that, actually. I know kind of when we were in high school, Garrett, that was like the cool thing, to know that LeBron came and dunked on one of our rims.
Yeah, crazy to think LeBron James came in here and spanked the Crestview Cougars, but that's definitely a cool memory of this gym.
I mean, you put us on that team, and then I bet LeBron doesn't even score on us. You got two defensive monsters in Storm Bluntschly and Garret Parlett. But we will get back to the game as Ardis now takes it all the way on the fast break, fills that one up. Garrett, the Cougars picking up the tempo. Not usual for a team to, that's up big to pick up the tempo, but the Cougars are wanting to score on the fast break now.
Yeah, it looks like, they're just playing with the toy right now, and they're just dominating this game on all cylinders, scoring defensively and rebounding.
Little cat and mouse game they got going on. Number 3 with the hop step, a little too strong. Collected by Matthew Simpson, and he will fill up that easy offensive rebound. As Cash brings it up to Gibbs. Gibbs all the way to the corner. Turnover there to Simpson. Simpson now taking all the way Euro step. Cash trying to draw the charge. Thought he got fouled, but no call. Barker now all the way. Couldn't get that one to fall either. Spencer now up the court. 2-on-2 break. Looked like a little bit of a travel right there. Could not get it. 42, Camden Brooks with his first shot of the game. Could not get that tray ball to fall. Cash corrals it. Heading the other way, getting harassed. Shakes it off, drives all the way in. And that's the second time we've seen Cash just kind of be the fastest guy on the court, Garrett. I mean, that's 2 quick scores that he was able to get from that.
Yeah, he is not afraid to take it in the lane, and he took it right down the middle of the floor and filled it up for 2. As Crestview now up 51-28.
And a timeout now taken. And I don't want to rush our director, but hopefully we'll get some more fan zone action here during this timeout. Always excited for this. Here we go. Mike Baker says go Crusaders, but also hoping for a good game for the Cougars. Hunter Spencer, a little two-sided action there. Hunter Spencer's been having a pretty good game, but Crusaders have also, been hanging in there, having their time to shine. Abigail obviously saying go Temple. Anna saying let's go Cougars. Didn't get to catch you into that one, but let's go Cougars. I hear ya. If you're just joining us, Storm Bluntschly with my good friend Garret Parlett at color at the Cougar Den, our alum, and you're watching some live varsity basketball free on the OH Report. Garrett, I had a question for you, while we have a little bit of time. What's your favorite memory? What's your favorite basketball memory, from playing for the Cougars?
Storm, I only played basketball my freshman year, but it would probably be, watching Renee Stemper back when she was a really great basketball player, now coaching Ashland University as the head coach for girls soccer, or girls basketball, excuse me. But, yeah, just all the memories in here are super cool, and it's always great to, come back and call a game for these Cougars.
Oh, yeah. Truly a great player she was. I mean, she looked like a high school Steph Curry pretty much back when, that's at least what it looked like when I was younger. But, coaching over there at Ashland, a very good girls program. Back to the action, the Crusaders turn that one over. And it looks like, the Cougars are trying to, get some of their younger guys in as, Kobe Roman's back in and Wells is back in. Maybe not some of their younger guys, but some of their guys who don't have a lot of varsity experience. Is barbecue chicken alert again. Big man Mason Ringler just pushes his way down there pretty much.
Yeah, Ringler's no one to play with as we're going to get a foul. It's like an offensive foul. Cougars going to get the ball back here and look to extend the lead.
Number 11 checks in for the first time. We'll inbound it to Gibbs. Swings it over. Back to that short corner. Out to Gibbs again, top of the key. Right wing. Still in that 2-3. That's the defense they played all game, and looked at least like it to me it was working, but the scoreboard says something different. What kind of went wrong for the Crusaders on defense, G-Man?
I'm not really sure that it was a defensive game plan. I think the 2-3 worked, but it was more the down low action. They couldn't get a rebound, and those offensive rebounders just creates points, and those big men are just dominating down low.
What are they feeding these Crestview kids at lunch? Oh my goodness. Another just absolute body there by Hunter George. Incredible strength being showed. Another block. The inside game for this Crestview team, both offensively and defensively, is just insane as Kobe Roman tries to get a little fancy throwing that lob. Does work. Not truly an alley-oop, but, it's the flair that counts, right?
In high school basketball, that's definitely an alley-oop, Storm. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, I was more so thinking of us, on the 7-foot hoop at your grandma's house, throwing it down alley-oop jams windmill style. Kobe Roman brings the ball up the court now. Looking to shake and bake. Little hesitation all the way to the rim. Gets that one to fall. Incredible hesitation there by Kobe Roman to get that 2 points.
It's always good for your point guard to have speed, but also to have a little bit of wiggle. He got in between those two players and filled it up for the layup. Got a foul on the floor.
It's Kobe Roman with the blocking foul there. Just under 3.5 minutes to go in this fourth corner at the Cougar Den. We got the Crestview Cougars taking on the Temple Christian Crusaders as number 33 checks in. And they must be in the bonus as Micah Simpson will step up to the free throw line. Does get that one to fall. That will be a 1-and-1. He will get another chance here. Not able to hit that second one as Kobe Roman driving all the way down. Another gorgeous in-and-out move. Little too strong on that one. Crazy dive for the ball there. We'll call a jump ball on that one. Garrett, how does it feel to have guys that will, dive on the floor and, really hustle for that, loose ball?
Storm, both teams are very inexperienced, but, experience doesn't matter when you can hustle like that. Get on the floor and basically give up your body for the ball, and it was a good play by the Cougars right there.
Definitely a good play by them. Following tonight's game, we will be talking to our player of the game as Jesse steps in and cannot get that three from the quarter to fall. Kobe Roman hassling on defense. That is number 12, Micah Simpson for the Crusaders. Kobe Roman does not think it's a foul. I want to calm him down a little bit there. Kobe thought there were a few ticky-tack fouls called on him. I saw the contact on that one. Regardless, Simpson will head to the free throw line. But yeah, make sure you stick with us after the broadcast. We will be talking to our player of the game, Owen Barker. He was getting it done on both ends, a true rebounding monster and a defensive monster, like a black hole almost. That ball got sucked in and shot right back out.
That's a big man that can run the floor too. He wasn't only just getting rebounds, he was running the floor and getting easy buckets. So Owen Barker's your player of the game, folks. It looks like Crestview's going to take this one down to the wire with a victory over the Temple Christian Crusaders.
3 minutes to go left in this fourth quarter. It does seem, like the younger guys are in, trying to get their minutes, trying to get some experience. Hunter George, however, not one of those guys just muscling his way inside. This Crestview team does not look like it can be stopped inside, Garrett.
They got multiple bodies that can bang down low. Ringler, Barker, Ardis, and now George is down there dominating too. So Crestview might be in a good spot, to make a Firelands Conference run with all this size.
Yeah, George really using his body to his advantage, just pushing off guys. Just pushing off guys, pushing off bodies. The Crusaders will be taking the ball out of bounds. Coming up at 7:30, we will have another live stream coming up as the Golden Knights will take on the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies. Live and free on the OH Report, so make sure, if you love high school hoops, you stay and watch that one. Back to our game here. Micah Simpson will be headed to the free throw line again tonight.
Yeah, this Simpson kid, he's been living at the line. It takes a lot of guts, go down with the tall trees and get his, and he's living at the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, if I was him, I would not want to take that inside, with the rejections we've seen today from Crestview. I'm personally not taking that inside, but he's got a little bit more of a different game plan, and it's working out for him, so that's good, get his at the charity stripe. Gets the second one to fall. Wells now bring the ball up the court. 2.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter at the Cougars' den. Drives inside, loses the handle. Tipped off right there. Zane Hoover that was actually Nathan Groff checking in. Lost control of that one a little too fast right there. Will be now Crestview at the other end. Austin Wells. Off the bench coming in, making a spark. A little too much heat on that one. Could not save it either. Just a little too much on that one. Could not keep it in bounds. The Crusaders will go the other way. Grant Spencer now for the Crusaders, getting picked up at half court. Dribbles into the key, bounce pass. Pump fake, gets two defenders in the air. Cannot get it to fall. Hustle for the ball. Jump ball there called, as there was a mad dash for the ball right there, but ended in a jump ball. The Crusaders will retain possession. Big win here for Crestview. Non-conference game. Some people think that those games don't really matter, but every game counts in a season. So, what's it mean to start off, a season with a win and a pretty good one at that?
I think it's a big one, especially for Kurtz and his staff. To beat his former team. He didn't say much about it, but I'm sure Nice crossover right there. I had to interrupt myself for that one. But, I think for Kurtz and his staff, this is big time. He might not say it, but it's always good to start off with with the right foot.
Yeah, as someone from the Cougars looked like he suited up this morning wearing roller skates. Ouch, that one looked like it hurt. No harm, no foul. No score there for the Crusaders. The Cougars will bring it up, and I think, just a couple more possessions, and that will about do it. Here at the Cougars' den, I believe unless something wild happens, the Cougars will advance to 1-0 on the season. Crusaders now on the fast break. Another trip to the free throw line from Micah Simpson.
Maybe not the way Micah Simpson. He is not he's not quitting, and he is taking them straight to the charity stripe, stopping that clock, getting these easy buckets. So
yeah, the free throws do stop the clock. So maybe you get a couple dozen more of those. I mean, maybe they do come back and win this one. Does get that first one to fall. The second one now a little short on that one. Hustle for the rebound is collected by the Cougars. Wells now. No need to really, show your best hand, play your best play right now, Kind of just trying to dribble it out at this point. However, there will be a jump ball. The Crusaders will take advantage of that one. Simpson will inbound to Spencer. Just a minute here left to go at the Cougars' den. Spencer now dribbles to his right, takes a screen all the way, dumps it off. Will not get it there. Ooh, off a Cougars player actually. Temple Christian will retain possession of that one. Looks like they're setting up a play we used to run called box.
Yeah, that's one of the first institutions of any offense. Is the simple box play out of bounds, and it always works.
You always get it in bounds. I don't think I've ever watched the box play not work in a basketball game. As Simpson keys up a three, cannot get his fall. Rebound by the Crusaders. A little too strong on that one. Crestview with the rebound. A little bit of a scramble for the ball. A little bit of some wacky antics right there. Both teams really not able to, collect it. As number 11 for the Cougar looks a little shaken up. As Micah Simpson will head back to the charity stripe again. This man just has a knack for getting to the line. Kind of wild to see a guy take this many free throws.
There's no quit, Micah Simpson. He has got to this free throw line time and time again, and he knocks them down. He gets both there. Is it a 61-37 Cougars with a wild advantage here?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go to the free throw line that much, you might as well knock down as many as he has knocked down. He at least for tonight, he's knocked down a good percentage of them, which is always nice. You always want those free ones. All right, the Crusaders now back on offense. Matthew Simpson now. Gorgeous crossover, drives all the way to the lane. Out to number 3 for the three. Cannot get it to fall. And that will do it here at the Cougars' den. Your final score will be 63 Crestview, 37 Temple Christian. A gorgeous win for the Cougars to start out here 1-0. Temple Christian falls to 0-1 on the season, I believe. But we will be right back with our player of the game. This has been Storm Bluntschly Garret Parlett live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den, as your final score was 63 Cougars, Temple Christian 37. A big win here for the Cougars. Storm Bluntschly joined by Garret Parlett. You know, a busy week here for us at the OH Report. You know, I believe we said we had something like 15 games, I believe, this week to cover. You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, for us. You know, how do you feel about having so many games in 1 week? I mean, it's nice. The sports are back.
Yeah, you know, the Storm is never anywhere to complain with sports. You know, so glad they're back. And here's the list up for the upcoming week. We just covered tonight's game, Temple Christian versus Crestview, and here's the following games for this week coming up. And all that one on Saturday looks very appetizing. Lima Senior versus Mansfield Senior. That is a big rivalry, and both teams don't like each other there.
Well, you know which one personally would be my favorite? Probably Plymouth versus Crestview girls. You want to know why? Yours truly will be back on the call for that one. You know, just a very busy and exciting week for the OH Report as we are trying to get our player of the game out here, and I believe we do have him. It was Owen Barker. You know, just an absolute monster on the floor tonight. Barker was getting it done on both ends, on offense and defense, as we have him joining us now. Howdy, how's it going, Owen?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. Thank you very much, man. You know, big, first win, under a new head coach, under a new system. What's it mean to come out here and win in dominating fashion?
It means a lot.
It means a lot. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You played obviously a very great game. You had a couple of monstrous blocks. You had, some muscling plays on the inside. Barbecue chicken alert, as Shaq would always say. What kind of was the game plan for you coming in? Obviously it looked like you wanted to play, a very physical type ball game.
For me, it was kind of just come in and play hard and just make sure we do our jobs, and yeah.
All right. Obviously a non-conference game here, but looking forward to the conference games on the schedule. What's the game plan kind of moving further into the season?
Just keep working hard, put the time in and effort and practice, and come out and keep winning.
Obviously without Evan, Hamilton tonight, very big piece of that Crestview team. What's it going to be like when he comes back? Can we expect, bigger and better wins?
I believe so, yes.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much. That has been our OH Report Player of the Game, Owen Barker. Monstrous, game tonight. So look forward to coming back and, seeing you more often, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, that'll do it here for us at the Cougars Den. Yours truly has been Storm Bluntschly on the commentary, joined by my cameraman, best friend, and amazing color commentator, Garret Parlett. Adam Thompson behind the scenes running graphics, as well as Dory Hollenbeck running camera. Crestview comes out with the win tonight, and that'll do it for us here at the Cougars Den. Live and free OH Report, Varsity Boys Basketball. We'll have you coming up with plenty more games, but other than that, we out.